Hello everyone, and welcome to the Brickformula review of LEGO Set 5884 Raptor Chase. It has 255 pieces for ages 5 to 12, and it's from the Dino series, and this set retails for $29.99. And here in the front, we see the front of the box. It looks more like a Raptor Collision than a Raptor Chase. Here are the minifigures, more on that later. And here in the back, we see a lot of playable features, and I'll talk about this set in more detail coming up. You get two minifigures in this set, and we'll start with this guy because he's unique to the series. And here he is. He looks like he spends all of his time outdoors, probably hasn't gone home in years, and he has pretty nice details overall. Here's the back, where he has some close calls because of those scratches there. And I especially like the pants. Those details there are really nice. Although I do wonder how long it takes him to go to the bathroom, because look at all that stuff he has to undo. He's got to take off that belt, and then this other belt over here where he has the compass and the pouch. Although the funny thing about the printing is that whatever you do, don't have him stand all the way back, because now you have this dot like right there in between the legs. Actually, that probably answers how he goes to the bathroom. Although still, I prefer that he be more like this guy, plain and simple. After all, you don't want to be chased by that raptor with a full tank of urine sloshing around inside there. And here's his alternate face, and judging by his look, it looks like he didn't get a chance to pee. Here's a quick look at the raptor that you get, which is a really intelligent dinosaur. Here it is from the side, and here's the articulation in the legs. That's what it looks like when he's attacking your friend. He's just jumping at him. Down here you can see that we can attach the raptor to the studs pretty easily. Here's the tail, and it's made of a hard rubber plastic. After this point, it's just hard plastic. Here are the arms, which can move just like that. From the front, it looks like it wants to play fetch. The neck can rotate a full 360 degrees, and that's because it's held by this peg over here. And for those of you who plan to sell your raptor in its original bag, be sure to include that peg, or else you have no way of connecting the head to the body. And here's the mouth, which has a snap open and close, although you can have it open halfway sometimes. And here's a quick comparison with the other raptor that you get. This one's in the Dino Defense HQ. And as you can see, they're exactly the same, even the stripes. The only difference is that this one's in a spicy cinnamon color theme, and this guy's in a minty winter green. Before I move on to talk about the off-roader, I'd like to spend some time to take a look at this little communication setup that comes with this set over here. And it swivels just like that. It doesn't close all the way over here. On this side here we have a little control panel that's probably linked up to this thing, so this way you can call for help. Although there's probably no point, because if you watch enough Jurassic Park movies, this is usually where people get killed anyway. On this side here we have a crate, and inside there we have a pair of binoculars, a tranquilizer, and a crowbar. All the random things that you need to survive for 2 seconds before the raptor makes its jump on you. And here's what it looks like all around. Very plain and simple. Looks like you smashed some poor fella's dog, Sarge. You know, for me that never gets old. Anyway, here's the Jeep, and I gotta say, it's actually really impressive. Here it is from the side. Over here we have a stepladder, which you can close up to protect yourself from any incoming raptors from this side. Also, we have an axe over here. On the bottom, we have no suspension, as you can see. And here is the front, where we have some spikes for your dinosaur smashing pleasure. And this hood can be popped off, and we have some space inside there where you can put your rifle. It's kind of strange that this set only has one rifle. I mean, doesn't this guy need to defend himself too? I guess not. That's probably why we're just going to cage him up in the Jeep and leave him in there. And here's the other side. Over here we have a wrench, which is probably pointless because this Jeep is actually pretty solid, so I don't expect this thing to break anytime soon. Here's the back. And over here on the taillights we have a new piece, and the good news is that we get extras just like those cheese slopes and those other dot pieces. So this is a nice welcome over here. I gotta say, it does look like candy, so don't eat them. Here's the top of the Jeep, and here's a close look at the driver's seat. Let's just take him out there. Looks like we have a little speedometer or temperature reading of some kind. Up here is the crane with the lasso. It's used to capture the raptors. We have a drumstick. Although the strange thing I find is that why go for the drumstick when you can go for the human on top over here and there's more meat. And this thing can rotate a full 360 degrees. And over here we have some flick fire missiles. And this crane can go up and down, just like that. And the way this works is, you just wrap it around their neck. And there you go, you got yourself a Raptor. Looks pretty easy. On to the recommendations. Overall, this is a really good set. Considering it's from the Dino theme, it actually has the best price per piece ratio too, which is 11.5 cents a piece. So you can't go wrong over there. And when it comes to the play features, well, there's a lot to do here, as you saw earlier. Okay, the Jeep itself has many functions, and you have this little communication setup to play with as well. And if you want, if you're not really into dinosaur cruelty, you can actually pull this off here. And now you're left with a turret. How cool is that? So if you're not into tranquilizing them, you can just shoot them if you like. Granted, it's not a Halo Warthog, but it's good enough for me. And in that respect, it's actually pretty cool too. And that's it. That sums up my review. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.